Welcome back. I have a new little junk journal to share with you that I have dubbed Me-A-Cuppa. I plan to use this journal to record stories about my travels and the various tea and coffee places that I like to visit. The journal is constructed from craft text. There's two pieces that have been glued and sewn together. There are two signatures in the book which have been sewn in using the cross-stitch pattern, and there's a very fine tutorial on this made by Doily Girl, D-E-L-Y-G-I-R-L, 1961 YouTube channel. So if you want to learn that, you can. The closure is a Tim Holtz hitch post with a little piece of elastic, Tim Holtz corners, and a little piece from Butterbee scraps. The digital collage in this book I created, and I used images from the graphicsfairy.com, MBW and Priss designs on mischiefcircus.com, and some of Ephemera's Vintage Garden from various ones of her kits and freebies. There are also images throughout the book of ladies drinking coffee or tea that I had found on Pinterest. On this first digital collage page, you will notice a spoon, and you will see spoons throughout, and these are actually images that I took from a 1900 Sears catalog that I had found at a resale shop. I have used tea bags and coffee filters throughout the journal to make tuck spots and design, and there will also be multiple little folios to journal in that have pictures of ladies drinking coffee and tea. Also, these have the line pages, and that's actually the coffee line journal page from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This first pocket flip out is a 6x9 envelope where the end has been opened to create a pocket, and then it was glued down. And then you have the regular pocket with the flap on the other side again to hold some more of my little journaling ladies. The paper here is a wonderful crocheted lace type paper that I have had in my stack for a very long time. I wish I knew who made it, because I have now used it up and I will surely miss it because it's just beautiful. If you collect the digital kits from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, you will probably recognize the background of this as one of her journal pages. And then the images that are put on there are from the Graphics Fairy. And when you're first learning to do digital art, sometimes it helps to just learn by modifying some pre-existing images and then start to develop your own, and that's kind of where I am in the process. I have found that you can take the black and white images from the Graphics Fairy and convert them to a digital brush, and then you can change not only the size but the color and put them on a page very much like you do a rubber stamp, only you're doing it digitally. This background is another little image from the Graphics Fairy, but you can see on this one, instead of black, I have made it sepia tone. Throughout the book there are little tags that I have created, and just like in my other journal that I have on YouTube, this is an Avery Company shipping tag, and you create the digital art, print it on there, and then these are those already perforated easy tear tags. And I just use my little tea packet for a tuck spot. Another pretty image from Graphics Fairy. I have no idea where I got this lovely vellum, but I just loved it, so used it. This is a rubber stamp that has been stamped, inked, and fussy cut out over a doily and a little scrap of paper. In this book I used a lot of just blank, large tags from Recollections at Michael's. This is a doily that I picked up probably in the 80s. I've had it a very long time, and the colors just seemed to work, so I used it for tuck spots as well. More of those ladies with writing the coffee-lined paper inside from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is a Tim Holtz journaling card. You can see here that the cross-stitch pattern inside the book is just a nice little neat line of stitches. On this Tim Holtz card, I added a petal pocket from Ephemera's Vintage Garden that contained little cards, journaling cards inside. Another one of the Avery tags that I created, and this little piece of ephemera is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I'm not sure which kit, but it's hers. This little piece of ephemera is from the Graphics Fairy. More of the little ladies. This is I made a flip out of this image so that you have plenty of writing place. This is a Martha Stewart butterfly. More of those ladies drinking coffee or tea. I found on Pinterest these interesting coffee and tea tins, and I just printed them out, fussy cut them, and layered them up to create pockets in a couple of places in the journal. Another one of those 1900 spoons. These are from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, but they're printed on some paper that I had been playing around with eco-printing leaves, and I just thought the leaf pattern kind of went with coffee and tea. These background pages I don't think I've mentioned are actually used coffee filters. Another tuck spot with another spoon. Another flip out. This washi tape is Tim Holtz. This is a little tuck spot banner, but I don't currently have anything tucked under it. Another one of the little journaling folios. I have these little pieces of scrap. I'm not sure what paper pack they ever came out of. They were just in my stash, and another one of the Tim Holtz journaling cards. This is a envelope flip. And in this one, I just used a piece of stationery that I had. I believe I actually bought it at Staples, and the colors just seemed to work, so I added it here. And there's a little frame and a Martha Stewart butterfly there. The pocket of this page, you may recognize it if you saw my first video. It's the decoration on the bottom of a page from the Primrose Stack DCWV, and obviously I liked it because now I've used it twice. These little tags were gifted to me by a student in my junk journal class that I just finished at the College for Seniors. So shout out, hey, thank you, Judy. I miniaturized some of my pages just to see what that would be like to make a little tiny journal, and I think it turned out rather cute. This flip, the paper here, is the recent Ephemera's Vintage Garden ledger pages that she had. This is a miniaturized version of her little love envelope and a little extra stamp that was from that collection. I like toying around with changing the sizes of some of the digi-kits just to add variety. Some more of those tins. I think this one's French. I don't know. I just loved it. another bag, and this one with more of my small tags from Avery that I created in the tea packet. And a little different one on this side. This is a window envelope, and the little pulls, so you can tell, are from tea bags. And it pulls out, I made a double pocket out of it. And these images are from the Graphics Fairy, I believe. There's a little quote on here, and you may be reading it and going, wait a minute, that's about dancing. What has that got to do with anything? Well, my husband and I do ballroom dancing, and there's a once-a-month tea dance. And so I'll be saying something about that in the journal. Another coffee filter tuck spot. More of that gorgeous lace paper I wish I could find more of. And then you come to the back of the book. This is a bag with the bottom folded up to make a bottom pocket, and then the top here open for the other pocket. Another one of my little tags I had left over. This is the actual size of the love envelope from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and she has nice little journaling cards that go inside it, and the pretty little stamps that I use for to hold the envelope closed. And then this is a larger envelope, and it has some of the tins on it. And I learned this from Kathy Orta King, who does mini albums and has a YouTube channel. You cut the flap off of your envelope and attach a journaling card to it that can be pulled out. And I just thought I would try that, see how that worked inside a junk journal. And so thank you, Kathy Orta King. And let's see here if I can get that back in. This is the back artwork. And thank you for joining me.